experience. None other than Miss Siobhan Bowman. Take it away.
Oh, thank you, Queen. I appreciate you, and I appreciate all that you're doing. Let me roll my windows up because I am in a car. So I'm super excited, right? And you say takeaway, so hopefully this is going to be encouraging for you today. So I have someone in my car, and we're headed to a networking event. And this particular networking event, two things. This particular networking event, people are coming here to look for jobs, right? So I said, what better opportunity for me to do than actually go and help them find some opportunities, right? To see what their mindsets are, to see some of the things that they're interested in, making sure they understand the difference between set income and time freedom and financial freedom, because it's a huge difference. But just seeing what people are and plugging people in, letting them know that they can continue to pursue what they want to pursue, but at the same time, this is the opportunity for you to pursue something different and set your own standards. So while I'm in a car, I'm here speaking to one of my potential recruits, just making sure he's always been comfortable because everywhere I go, he's always promoting me or promoting something that I do. So I was like, this is a perfect opportunity. I'm paying him to go to give me his services. So I just want to see how he interacts and mingles with other people on my behalf. We have our flyers, we have my business card. So now this is about setting appointments and trying to reach people. I was like, listen, I got to do something different if I want to see something different, right? So at the end of the day, I can call people all day, I can text people all day, but I need to meet new people, plain and simple. I need to meet new people. I'm not afraid of a soul that's walking. At the end of the day, we all out here trying to make something happen for ourselves, and that's another opportunity and greater advancement. So those are my money making activities today. I was excited to share because I'm about to give me an AOA, but other than that, that's what you're
Great job, Siobhan. And one thing you said is just doing something different. You know, you've probably done every activity that you can think of, but stretching yourself, going outside the box, sometimes circling the block on your activities. I think this is going to be great for you because I know you know how to work a room and work people. So now I ain't even going to say good luck. I'm going to say get at it.
Uncle John, can I cut in real quick for a second?
Yes.
Siobhan, just want to, I've done quite a few job fairs, and job events, and have had some success doing it. One of the things, I'll just give you a tip that I used, especially being the non-traditional job, is letting people realize they're not looking for a job, they're looking for money.
Hey.
Some people are like, well, I'm looking for a job. No, you're looking for income. So I don't have a job, but I have a way for you to make income. And so that's one of the key things I ask people is, are you looking for a job, or are you looking for income? They're like, I need a job. No, you need money. Okay.
Right.
So helping them understand they don't need a job, they need income. And then they'll be a little bit, it kind of opens them up to, okay, well, you're right. You know what? I do need money. So you got to kind of help them open them up. Like, no, you don't need a job. You need money. And now this is a way to generate revenue, not looking for a traditional job. So that's what I do at job fairs, because they come up for a job, and I was always the one who didn't have a traditional job, but I had an opportunity for them to make money.
I love that. Thank you so much for stepping in. I appreciate that, Eric.
Yeah, that was a golden nugget from the soul motivator himself. And Siobhan, who are you passing that ball to? Somebody has their hand up. I don't know if you can see him or not.
Of course, I get the honors to do this today because he gave me the honors the other day. When I tell you he come with a breath of fresh air, he is energized. He's the energized man. He has his stats. He knows what's going on his team. He is recruiting heavily. He is getting involved. He is taking this on by storm. I am turned all the way up. I don't know if it's a smoothie or what, but without further ado, Derek Hostin, come forward.
Awesome. Great morning, champions. And thank you, Miss Siobhan Bowman. I tell you what, no higher honor than being passed the ball from Siobhan Bowman. No excuses. And welcome back, Jacques. I know you were feeling ill. And thank you and Eric for all the things that you do behind the scenes and in leadership fashion, all the other leaders. I got 2 minutes of Mr. Troy Gandy. If you don't mind, sir, just call me out on my time. Okay, thank you. So real quick, I missed the last 2 calls simply because I had a business Zoom. I have other businesses. So it's a matter of trying to juggle everything. I'm pulling my hair out, but it's in a good way. Yesterday was my daughter's first day of school, where I met 3 contacts. We have a lot of new parents. I did resign from the board of directors there, so now I can interact with regards to money to the teachers. So one of them, who I've known for a while, she's a professor at Hopkins. Her name is Homara. We had a great conversation yesterday, and she said, definitely give me a call. Okay, I always keep my options open. Real quick, working in the legs, the big momentum story right now for me and this entire team, right, is Nancy Rojo. She's in classes right now, but we have divided and conquered. Right now, she has 27 new agents, 11 of them are green, all waiting appointments. So we're just waiting there. Out of those 11, we have 6 who have clients, multiple clients. 6 who are becoming green, so they're in the process for the most part getting E&Os in there. That's it. And I don't know how many are unlicensed. We still have some that are, I don't know just yet, but I want to report that. We had 2 SFA promotions. We have, looks like 2 more that'll happen before the end of this month, the promotions for this month. And then, so that's awesome. But this leg has really pushed me to do a whole lot more. And just like I think it was Tammy who mentioned, we had to overcome the past experience to get them to buy in, if you will. Okay, get them to accept, not to accept, but to really bond and go. And they did that pretty quickly. But we spent a lot of time just really building that rapport and relationships. We have Sheila Assembly Crum today testing for her Maryland State exam, Emma Assembly, who's going green. We're just waiting on her license to come in from the state. We have the other legs that are in various phases of licensing. I'm sorry, pre-licensing. At Eric's event last night, we had 14 who attended out of 4 legs. So I was excited about that. All right, always track that. And then on the Rios one, we had 7 of 3 legs. Personal, 2 live events scheduled, the Facebook TV show. I mentioned the contacts. I got followed up with 7 personals today. I had 1 agent that called me back. She declined. She's going to real estate. And then I have 4 IU illustrations to go over with a gentleman today for his grandchildren, and then 1 quote to do. So I'm excited.
Woo.
I'm very excited, like beyond excited. Yes.
We gotta unpack some of this stuff. First off, congrats. When somebody, you can tell when somebody's about to be ED. It's a different thing that goes on. Derek is totally aware of everything that's going on in his business, all the parts, the moving parts, all the people's positions, where people are, what people need to work on. That's when you know that it's your time. And Derek, you already spin the block. You were humble enough and transparent enough to say, yeah, I went around the block, but I need to probably spin it again and do some things different. And not only are you sharing with us and documenting everything step by step, you said something that that a lot of people miss. You spend, especially when you're moving a team like you're doing. If you're not careful, when you move that team, if you're not careful in handling your cargo, if you don't handle with care, if you don't make those relationships, because you have a relationship with Jacqueline had a relationship with Nancy. So that relationship had to be built. Then there had to be some trust there. Then Nancy had to trust you and Jacqueline enough and trust the leadership, Eric, enough to bring the people over. And that took, you're talking about 20-something people, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of relationship building and trust that has to go on first before anybody does anything, before anybody starts to move, before anybody gets contracted, before anybody sets field training appointments. There has to be levels of trust right there. So I just wanted to say, everything that's happening is a reflection of the foundation that you guys have built, Derek. So the foundation is sturdy. When the foundation is sturdy, now you can just keep building. You can keep building, keep building. So I just wanted to say, man, great job, sir.
Thank you, thank you. And I just want to shout out Eric real quick because I learned so much from him and you and everybody on this platform. And you're right. I went through a phase where I recruited a whole bunch of people, and then Eric said something very important to me that stuck and still sticks today: is you recruited, but you didn't build a team. And now we're building a big team. And Jock, for the first time in at least my insurance career, I know what it feels like now. I said, oh, now I'm having fun. Because This is what it makes you feel like when you got people who want to do the work, when you got people who got their license and say, I'm getting clients and I don't have to do every little thing. So there's just a difference, and it ties into the standard that you all talked about. And I agree, love on everybody, but you got to go with the goat, the people who want to move, work with the
Yes.
willing. Right? So anyway, thank you all for that. And do I pass the ball? Let's see, hand, hand. Any hands? Let's see. I see a hand. And this lady, aka Poetic Justice, is not just poetry, but there's content, so much content woven into what she has to share, the nuggets. I'm always writing and taking notes. So, Miss Tawana Chisley, if you wouldn't mind coming on and just sharing some incredible wisdom so I can be better today than I was yesterday. We all can be.
Thank you, Derek. And I swear, I have to be reading in order to keep up with you. and everything that you are doing. I was like, wow. Wow. You're amazing. I just wanted to quickly just shout out my youngest daughter. And I'm trying to be quiet, make sure she can't hear me. So she lost her job 2 weeks ago. She's an architect. And it took her a minute. She's doing okay right now. Then I basically told her, I said, you're going to be fine. And I said, you really didn't want to be there. You kept complaining about the company. And then you keep saying that, the universe going to open up and say, we're going to release you from your struggles. So we gave her time, can relax for a little while. I said, go ahead out there and start freelancing because you got a gift. She helped design that cafe that I sit at today. I mean, when my day's there. She had an opportunity to design a shop that's going to be in there. The lady that has the shop is she makes wine. She started talking about what she wanted to do with her place, and start having people come in and talk about financial issues, how you're trying to raise up the community. And she said, oh, my mother would love you. That's what my mother does. So she said, Mommy, I shouted you out. And I said, remember I told you need to come on into business with me? And you said you don't want to do it? This is what you do. You talk, you communicate,
Right.
share the information. That's all you got to do. And then I will help you along the way. So now she's starting to listen. I said, because you just had a client right there. So she's starting to listen now. So maybe able to pull the other one in as well. Just got to get them moving. So I just wanted to shout that out.
Nice work. Nice work. And like you said, sometimes you just gotta love up, slow drip, whatever you call it, on people. They could be your family members, they can be your good friends. They might be people you don't even know, but once somebody joined you in business and they show up, like she was unconsciously showing up to Warner, she unconsciously was doing it.
Yeah.
So you were conscious enough to point that out and say, look, let's just team up, let's make it happen. So
Absolutely.
hopefully it'll happen sooner than later. You know how it is with our children.
Yeah,
Might take them a little while.
We're going to get them. We're going to get them. So
That's
let me
right.
pass the ball.
Who you passing that ball to? Your sister got her hand up.
My sister, and I've been missing you, lady. I have like, where's Takesha? I'll see your face up there. So I know that you've been doing some amazing stuff in the background. I know you have a lot to share, and I love you dearly. So Miss Takesha, superstar car, what's going on?
Thank you so much, my sister, my TC sister. Thank you, darling. I'm amazed at what you're doing and how you're sharing your business with those that are around you. But I've been a little under the weather, Tawana, so that's why you hadn't seen me much. However, nevertheless, we're still grooving, we're still grinding over here. I just want to give a shout out to a couple of team members. Allison, who you see comes on, her Zoom name is Ascent. She had an opportunity to go over to Silver Springs, Maryland, or yesterday to a mixer where she was able to connect with a lot of people in the building and even have some opportunity to talk to some existing agents. So she talked to a couple of people from PHP. So we'll be doing some side videos and some three-way calls with those individuals. Shay also, she has her first application she'll be doing on tomorrow. So we're excited about where we're going on with that. Stacy, she is 3 people that were on the call on yesterday. and 2 to 3 people are interested in coming and joining us, I believe. Um, since we've been on the call this morning, I know I text Jock like I'm really not feeling it. Like I don't want to talk this morning. But after I got this text message, I could not allow the moment to pass and not be able to consciously say something. Just follow up people. If I can say anything, it's just go circle back to those people that have said no before. I'm finding that I'm not following up, not circling back as I should. But guess what? They're calling me, you guys. It's a beautiful space when you can be where you've been so present and made an impact with people, where not only are they reaching out to you, but they're saying, hey, I'm ready to join you. So since we've been on this call, I've had 2 phone calls. One was a young lady who Jock and I did a 3-way with on last year, who was with Primerica, who wasn't interested. And so now she wants to know, hey, how can I connect with you guys? How can I, reapply for my license? And I want to do it today or tomorrow. So I'm excited about that and things that are going on. So things are going really, really well. And
And
I think,
oh,
yes,
go ahead. No, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I was gonna
No,
say, I was gonna say, first and foremost, I know you said you weren't feeling good this morning, and it was a big deal for you to come off of mute and talk about what you're doing. But one of the big things is you just never, like you just said, you never know when somebody will activate. And as long as you're putting stuff out there, as long as you're planting seeds, see, that's the big thing. That's the part that people miss. Keep planting seeds. Put yourself out there. You'll be surprised at who will, like Takesha said, who will just call you out the blue. I had 3 people this week that fell into my lap from out of nowhere. One guy, I've been trying to get him for about a year and a half. He just hit me yesterday and said, man, I just made an appointment with you tomorrow. He said, I'm sleeping right now, so I'll see you on the appointment. I was like, dang, okay, cool. Had one guy yesterday who was talking about um, just giving up, quitting the business. And he remembered that we had a conversation about a year ago. He called yesterday. He should be filling out his AOA this morning. So you just never know, and you got to keep planting seeds. We always talk about it. Don't become a secret squirrel. Let people know what it is you're doing. Let people know, how they can benefit. Take that tip Eric said. If somebody's looking for a job, even if they're LinkedIn folks, most LinkedIn folks are looking for jobs. So when you talk to them, Eric just gave a perfect way to cross that conversation up and let that person know, bring them back, dial them back to the fact that they're looking for money. So keep doing those type of activities, ladies and gentlemen, and you will be fine. Takesha, let's pass the ball. Let's do one more, and
okay.
then we'll bring up Eric.
Okay, I see you. Oh, and also, shout out to the team. We put in a lot of AP this month, and I want them to see that, I'm not noticing what they're doing. So continue to do what you're doing, guys. We're doing
Oh,
a
wait.
great job.
Oh, ho.
Mhm.
Speaking of that, we were doing we went over some numbers and stuff yesterday. And to Keisha, everybody come off of mute. I could be wrong in this number, but I think you're number 14 in the company this month for for AP. So everybody give it up for Takesha. She is
Hey,
14.
Whoa.
congratulations.
Keisha Carr.
Yay,
Woo-hoo.
yay, yay.
What's up with
Congratulations.
that?
Awesome.
Thank
What's
you.
up with
Doing
that?
well.
Lady
And, and,
TC.
and think about
Thank you.
this. We're talking number 14 in the whole company. That is huge. We
That's
talk about
huge.
Canada and the United States. That means somebody is laser focused and somebody is making it happen no matter what. So that's why we call her the superstar, Takesha Carr. Who you passing that ball to?
With no further ado, I want to pass it to my sister, who I've never met, and I have a ton of respect for. She always comes on this call full of energy, giving us lots of nuggets and tidbits. So, without no further ado, Miss Donna, come on and tell us what you have going on today.
Hi, everybody. Hey, family. How are you all? Grand
Hey, Donnell.
rising to each and every one of you all. Okay, so here we go. I'm working through the storm. I'm doing it, money, because I'm not trying no more.
There you go.
So I did an AOA. Yes. Well, I'm doing an AOA tomorrow.
Okay.
And my AOA, she's on the telephone. So I mean, she's on the line now. So I
Okay.
want everybody to welcome her to the team, Miss Dorothy Worthington.
Welcome, welcome,
And
welcome, Dorothy.
Welcome, Miss Dorothy.
Welcome, welcome,
Woo, woo,
welcome.
woo.
You ain't in Kansas
Lady
anymore.
Dorothy.
So she's from New York. She's a cook. So I'm encouraging her to move forward, just like my Tawana is encouraging me to move forward. And I'm building. I'm
Hold on, wait.
moving on to
Hold
my
on,
next
Dominique.
project.
That's Dorothy that I spoke to a couple weeks ago. She had a cold a couple weeks ago, right?
Yes.
Hey, Dorothy. Welcome to the family.
It's hot
Yeah.
now. Whew.
And she's a cook, so she's open to the public. So we're gonna work that, and I'm gonna keep on moving and keep on pressing until I build my team. So I just want to encourage everybody to move forward. It doesn't matter how it looks.
Right.
Just get through it so you can get to it. And
Woo.
that's my motto. I love you. And
Man.
and Tawana, thank you. Jock, thank you. Eric, thank you. I love each and every one of you. Even your wives, thank you, because you all encourage me. Everybody on this call encourages me to push forward, even if I don't feel like it. Sometimes I'll be saying, she texting me again, these calls, you know what I'm saying? But then as I'm saying it, I'm picking up the phone call, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, but I'm here and I'm going to keep on pressing and we're going to build this team. Yes, we are. Thank y'all.
Yes. And one thing I love about what you're doing, Danae, and you started talking French early. A lot of people don't talk French early. A lot of people go I early. You've been saying we from the beginning. And I'm telling you, it makes a difference. And you just keep doing what you're doing. And Dorothy, you are part of a great team. You got some great coaches in Danae and Tawana, and then Naja, and then you got great uplines. You got EDs that are here for you. So we just want to wrap our arms around you and make sure that as long as you show up, Dorothy, we got you. So
Yes.
Danae, you can pass the ball to